Alright, we are back with the Overdrive Bronze Silver League with Game 3, featuring Rawr on the blue side and Vandal Nomads on the red side. Take it away, Dallas.
Alright, we're jumping into pick ban here. We're gonna see what the bans are coming from Rawr. 3 seconds left, and then Victor ban. Immediately targeting the mid laner, so they're putting priority on their mid laner.
Yeah, Victor is not one of those overly play champions that you need to ban, so that was definitely a target ban for sure.
Yeah, it's probably one of his top champions, for sure.
Nocturne ban coming out.
Nocturne definitely is a really strong jungler. He's one of the best junglers in the game right now. He can put a lot of pressure into the game.
Especially when he drops the ulti and it's like, where's my teammates? Where are the enemies?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
He can turn a team fight or a bot lane skirmish from a 2v2 to a 2v3 very quickly.
Yeah.
Following that up with they're really just, they don't want the potato chip on any comfort picks at all. They're just targeting and banning him out.
I wonder if this is going to be a third mid lane ban idea.
I wonder. Vandal throwing a mid lane ban saying, hey, stop banning our mid laner, so throw him back at them.
The Ornn ban.
Ornn's is one of those champions that is hit or miss. He's really strong in team fights with the Call of the Forge God. It can definitely turn a team fight, and then the Brittle is just so annoying to lane with. And then another Swain ban, that's a flex, that can be flex top or mid, so that's a really good ban. And
I've seen that. I've played against a Swain AD, and I've also played against a Swain support.
Yeah, so it can be flexed around a lot, so that's a really good ban coming on the side of Vandal.
Actually, I would really like to see a Bruiser AD. I haven't seen any come out yet.
I guess you're not getting that wish. Tristana first pick for Rawr. That's an interesting first pick for sure. Because Tristana definitely isn't one of the best ADCs in the game. She's not as strong as, say, Kai'Sa or Lucian, who has just been dominating games.
Yeah.
Oh, and yeah.
Speaking of Kai'Sa,
immediately locked in. I assume it's for Tristan on the side of Vandal.
I would assume this. So I wonder what else they're gonna be going for with this.
I think they may pick their their jungler, the Graves. He's a really good jungler. Graves has really good dueling potential and can contest the Scuttle Crabs very well. So they're putting very good priority into that, which is awesome to see.
Yeah, Graves a really strong pick for sure in that jungle. I'd like to see how Rawr answers to that.
Taric pick, that's interesting. Taric ult is insane in team fights. It can.
I wonder.
Oh, and then Malzahar locked in.
The Malzahar, the Taric. Ooh,
That's
baby! I was really hoping to see that gold funnel, but they picked the Malzahar.
Hey, you never know. That could be Malzahar support. You never know.
I haven't seen a Malzahar support in a very long time.
I've seen some recently. They didn't do well. They're Corki. Corki is an interesting pick. He's a niche pick for sure. The thing about Corki with the new Infinity Edge is you didn't used to get it 100% crit, but now you do with with your Shiv Rapid Fire IE. You get 100% crit off of it, and you can just destroy people with it.
Yeah, Corki. If Corki wasn't big before, he's
Jace, man. That's really interesting. I wouldn't really call Jace a good champion right now. He's interesting. He's not in the best spot, but it's bronze silver, and anything can happen.
Well, see, the thing is, this team does Rawr does look like they're going for a little bit more of a picky kind of comp. Like they've got the stun lock with the Malzahar, so you don't want to get poked down and picked off. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. The Thresh ban coming out. Now they're starting to target the support, target Skyphios. They just like target banning, especially. I wonder if they're gonna drop another support ban now that their mid laner's been picked and they can't ban him out anymore.
I wonder if they'll target the support or
another top lane ban.
Yeah. This is I see 3 top laners that are taken away from
There's four mid lane bans in this game.
Life is too short for fear.
The Alawi ban.
Yeah, and another top laner. Alawi's really annoying to deal with.
Yeah, Alawi can get really strong for sure. Ooh, the Poppy. I actually really like that pick. I really like Poppy. I think she's really annoying to deal with. I think she's...
Oh, in the response
sorry.
with Darius. Oh, that's gonna be interesting. The Conqueror Darius, I bet it's gonna be. That just can do so much damage. Cause you have the Conqueror true damage already, and then you have your 5-stack bleed on your ult, and that's a Trundle pick hopping into the jungle. Oh wait, no, yeah, that's Trundle jungle. Oh, Sejuani.
We're Sejuani. So this team
awesome.
Definitely gonna be going for those picks.
Yeah, the picks, yeah. Because the turret can W the Sejuani, and the Sejuani can just QRN, and they can completely just chain CC.
Yeah, they're gonna be looking for that Kaisa, for that Corki.
And the Braum pick in response.
The Braum pick is probably pretty good for his big ass shield to try and block out some of that damage, follow up and stuff.
Interesting. Right now, at the time, Corki has barrier and Kaisa has cleanse.
So there are no heals and there are also no ignites for the Darius. And there are no heals on the
red side.
I wonder if especially the Tristana and Terra will try and take advantage of the fact that they don't have the heal.
Yeah, but I think Kaisa made it. I don't know if this is just in her bronze and she doesn't know that Cleanse cannot cleanse Malzahar ult, or if she's taking it for Taric stun and Sej ult.
I would assume that she's taking it for the Taric and Sejuani. I mean, even if she's saying like, oh yeah, and I can cleanse Malzahar's ult, like it's still not a horrible summoner to take. However, I probably myself would have opted for heal.
Alright, and as we jump into the spectator delay, what do you think red side's win conditions are right here?
I think if this game gets too late, I think when they can group up and go for those fights with a huge Kaisa, with a huge Corki, with the Poppy peel, with the Braum peel. The only thing I see is that it might be a little bit hard for them to engage, unless Kaisa ults into the backline. But I mean, it's really ballsy to ult into the backline to engage a fight with Kaisa. But she does have that cleanse.
But it can't cleanse Malzahar. I bet Malzahar is going to be holding his ult. So unless Kaisa buys a QSS, which you don't see too often in lower elos, even in gold, like especially QSS isn't a prevalent item, and I don't know why. Oh,
especially because she has the cleanse. Yeah, the Corki swapped for exhaust, but the Kaisa will hopefully the Kaisa won't be like, oh well, I have cleanse, so I don't need QSS.
Yeah.
But I guess we'll just have to see what happens. I don't think that any lane should snowball too far out of control just based on picks, except for maybe the Graves if he can get an early kill off before Sejuani gets too tanky.
Yeah, for sure. And then definitely blue side win conditions here are picks. They're 100% picks. It's can we get on to Corki and can we get on to Kaisa?
See, and what I'll be looking for as well is if you do catch Corki with a Malzahar ult, will Sejuani try and hold the ulti and just hope that the rest of the team can kill him? Or will they both drop the ulti and then kind of be sort of in a loop for it would be a 4v5 in favor for them, but they're also missing two huge ultimates.
Yeah. The thing about these lanes is bot lane should have priority unless this Tristana can just play really well. If she never gets hit by Braum Q and he doesn't get poked up by Kaisa, then Rawr definitely has the better bot lane. But I personally think that Vandal just has such a good bot lane with the Kaisa Braum. It's such a strong lane that can assert its dominance very well with Braum jumping forward to minions, and then Kaisa can also follow up with ult. The only hard thing about that is the Taric ult. It's going to shut down any engages very quickly.
Yeah, the Taric ult, and if they do fall behind in that lane without the heal, they'll be really susceptible to dives. And,
yeah, for sure.
And like, it's not even like she traded heal out for teleport, so she does have that leeway to die or to back when she needs to.
Yeah. And then top lane is going to be really fun to watch for sure.
Oh, I cannot wait. It's like, oh my god, they both build tank, and then they both deal damage. But Poppy's damage doesn't. It's not quite like that. But
the weird thing with Poppy is you think she's a tank, but she is a tank, but her Q, both ends of it does max percent. I think it's either, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it's max percent health. I don't think it's max missing health.
I've never played the new Poppy, so I could not tell you, but I know that whenever I'm playing, it does a lot of damage to me.
Yeah, no, it's just a lot of damage. New skin from Darius. Cool. Okay, so Grass to the Undying for Poppy, that's standard. Anything? Oh, Kai'Sa has fleet footwork. That's really weird. You don't see a lot of ADs taking fleet footwork anymore. Kai'Sa definitely prevails with press the attack.
I definitely agree that she would do a lot more work with press the attack, but she might need that fleet footwork
for the sustain with no heal.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I can see that.
I think you go for it.
I think mid lane's going to be interesting for sure, because anywhere before pre-6, I think Corki's always going to have lane priority. And if he doesn't, that'll be definitely influenced heavily from jungler. Just because Corki shoves waves faster with all of his AoE, because all of his abilities are AoE. Not like he's going to be Wing the waves, though.
Yeah. I'm curious to see how the Malzahar will utilize his TP as well. Like, will he be TPing bot for picks, or will he need to TP back into lane because the Corki is out poking and stuff?
So as I said, Poppy Q, it does 8% max health damage. Max health damage as physical damage, and then when it re-explodes, it does it again. So in total, if you get hit, it does 16% max health damage.
Yeah, but, well, here we are on the Summoner's Rift. Champions are just spawning in. If you weren't here before, we have Rawr on the blue side, and we have Vandal Nomads on the red side.
Ooh. And as we can see, immediate pings from red side, and then they're going to set up a 5-point, which will be interesting to see. We don't get any of that, the early fights that are always fun to watch. The level 1 shenanigans.
Well, the red team is lined up, but we are going to see that Vandal does have 4 in the bot side jungle. So maybe they'll try and go for something.
No, they have a 5-point.
Oh no, yeah, they got that line set up as well.
Yeah, the Braum's in a weird spot. Because they could walk into a pixel bush and they wouldn't get seen. They could engage on it if they had 5 there.
Yeah.
No wards immediately being placed down by anyone.
It's a little strange to say the least, but
yeah,
there's nothing gonna come from that.
I wouldn't be surprised if someone places a ward in one of the pixel bushes to help track jungle.
Yeah, the scuttle crab fights for sure are going to be interesting. I wonder what if Sejuani will try and take that first scuttle crab on the blue side or offer it up to Graves.
Well, both of them spawn at level 1. That's the thing. So if Graves is able to secure both of them, he's gonna have an insane lead on Sejuani. So I think either if Sejuani is afraid that Graves is gonna take bot side, she'll pass red blue or red wolves blue scuttle. And I think Graves is gonna go blue, either Gromp wolves and then scuttle.
Yeah, so
Sejuani taking Raptors, that's interesting.
Sejuani taking those Raptors, Graves taking that.
I think Sejuani's looking to do a full clear, for sure.
Looks like Graves gonna be pathing down for that scuttle crab.
Yeah, no, Sejuani's heading up to her blue. She's afraid to want to meet him in the jungle. right?
Yeah, I would not want to
Now
meet
Graves
Graves
would
in the
definitely-
jungle with Sejuani.
No, Graves would definitely win that fight for sure.
Nothing too crazy happening in any of the lanes. Graves actually noticed that Sejuani cleared Raptors, so he should know that
I think
Sejuani is
he's
on the
going
top side.
to- Oh.
Actually, no. Looks like he's going to be going for a bot lane flank. Actually,
I hope Sejuani takes a moment and when she sees that she heads right to the right.
Oh yeah,
side
for
and
sure.
triple buffs. And
But
bot lane
the
starts.
Tristana does get stunned up. The exhaust has been dropped. Tarek also stunned up by those concussive blows. Nothing burned other than that exhaust from Tarek. Nothing too crazy. Although they are both pretty, the Rawr's bot lane, both pretty low on HP. And the exhaust is down for a little bit, but neither player...
And you see a ping from the red. You see a ping. Oh, Starcho is not going to queue over the wall, is she? She is. Sejuani's going to go for the enemy Graves red buff. She should have been a bit faster on this. She's really late on this. Graves is going to match him there.
But Darius does have that lane priority. But
yeah, Darius can go over now.
Yeah, but Malzahar and Corki are about even, so Corki would beat Malzahar there.
Yeah, Sejuani just backs up and gives it up. She definitely, the second bot lane was shown, she had to run over. Oh, Graves red buff reset. That feels really bad.
Yeah,
that's gonna take a lot longer to clear.
Yeah, for sure. Nothing too crazy happening in the mid lane.
Look at the CS leads that are starting. Darius is up by a wave. Kai'Sa's up by over 2 waves.
Crazy.
And then Corki's slowly starting to steal away with the lead.
Yeah, slowly but surely. But I think, like, Sejuani up a little bit in CS because of that early game.
Because of the early gank. But Graves is going to catch up slowly. It was good that Sejuani grabbed the top side and scuttled. That would have been really bad for her if she managed to give up both.
Graves, maybe trying to find something to do around the mid lane. Nothing else, nothing to be done there. Good wards coming out from Bygone.
Yeah.
Kuda did get that health back, so he's sitting in an alright spot in the top lane.
I like this Sejuani. The immediate back for the upgrade Blue Smite. She started her build, but then the double control ward. That's really good.
And
you don't see a lot of junglers buying early control wards.
Good team play.
And you see Graves is looking for some bot again.
The stun will catch onto Kai'Sa, so that stun is not up, but they do
but he's caught by a ward in the tri-bush.
Yeah, they did have the vision, so he's gonna back out. And also Sejuani is hovering, around that bot lane, so they know that tri-bush isn't warded. Sejuani isn't gonna be looking for a gank in the bot lane, though.
And Sejuani, what a good jungler. Puts the control ward in the tri-bush for the bot lane. Helps them stay safe. Junglers like that are the best.
Junglers like that are what I need in my solo queue games.
For sure. That's why you don't play bot lane.
I wonder if we're gonna see any attempts to take that Infernal Drag early. This Tarek is trying to find some stunts to maybe go for some trades, not being able to find them, but he isn't getting punished for them, so I guess all the power to him.
And he's not like losing any mana, because I believe Tarek has really good mana regen.
He is good mana regen, and as long as he's not Q spamming, it's pretty good.
Yeah, as long as he doesn't Q spam, he's fine to just look for them. Oh, he's just at a range. Ooh, and the Q goes down on the Tarek.
But a fight in the top lane, this might be an all-in. Sejuani is here, does get knocked up out of her Q though, and Graves is coming, drops the smoke screen, so they have no idea, but that's gonna be first blood going over to Darius, and that's gonna be a double kill on the Graves.
A double kill with the Noxian Guillotine coming out. That was really good by Sejuani. And then a great follow-up with the Darius, just onto the Poppy. And the Graves just ran in and thought that they had the damage to fight that, but they just didn't. The Darius got the 5-stack bleed on the Poppy, dunked him, and then W'd the Graves for the 5-stack and just ulted him, and that was the end of it.
Stun though will catch on to Kai'Sa.
The exhaust on Tristana.
Yeah, the exhaust did go down. Nothing happened there. With that fight, they should have realized that they couldn't fight whenever Darius had those 5 stacks, because Poppy was holding her flash. She did have the opportunity to flash out.
Oh yeah, she still has flash. Oh, and Darius still has flash. And Darius has TP advantage now. This game is going very well for Rawr right now.
Especially in the top side for sure.
Minus the CS bot lane that Kai'Sa is gaining with 20 CS on Tristana right now. Bot lane has some advantage with exhaust, and Darius has TP advantage. So if Nomad or Vandal start pushing up in the bot lane, Darius can look for a TP, and with him being 2-0 and already having Tabby Phage, like that's really strong.
And we just saw that CS lead in the bot lane dwindle down a little bit because Kai'Sa didn't fully push out the wave before she backed.
Yeah, and she just lost a wave and a half to tower.
But yeah, it wasn't a very efficient back from the Kai'Sa, but nonetheless, she is still...
That's a weird back. I think Kai'Sa definitely should have went with the Recurvo pickaxe, but I guess the boots are good for helping dodging the Taric stun.
Yeah, because this Taric is playing very aggressive with those stuns.
And the BF sword boot control ward refill from Tristana.
Yeah, that's a lot of damage, and actually Kai'Sa does not have the damage. She has the attack speed with the ability power to help.
But she also has the basic attack to deal 15 on hit damage with the Recurvo passive.
That's
so
right.
Every auto it will do 15 more damage, but it's not enough to match just base auto of Tristana.
Looks like with Corki's package, they're gonna want to try and get some vision down on the Infernal Drake, maybe start a fight to grab it.
If you look at it with the fact that Tristana started D-Shield, Tristana's double Kai'Sa's attack damage right now, being 66 to 130.
Yeah. That 15 damage per auto attack will help, especially with their passive, but I don't think any will be able to do that. But here in the top lane, the Apprehend will catch on to Poppy. She is still holding that flash, does drop the ultimate, but Sejuani was not able to use that ulti in time. Taric has the flash, but the Braum still able to find the kill with the ulti. Now the red team
started up for the red team.
Yeah, Vandal should be able to get this fire drag. Sejuani did show top, so that means that she has a really long path.
Just remember, Darius has TP advantage. Darius has TP advantage, and the TP comes out from Darius, but Poppy stops it.
Yeah, Darius was TPing in a really bad spot, but the flash engaged, and that's going to be a kill to Darius soon. Yeah, that's a kill for Darius.
But I think Poppy flashed. That was a flash E to stop the Darius. I think. If not, she flashed away.
Yeah,
but that was really good for Darius. Overall, I think that trade is beneficial for Vandal. They were down, I believe, 2k gold before that fight, and now they're only down by almost half. Yeah, 500 gold now. They're down.
But yes, that was definitely, I think, worth for Vandal in the long run. But we do have to keep in mind that Darius did get a free kill off of that.
Yeah.
And Poppy
if you look at the gold lead in the top lane, Darius is up by 1,000 golds right now. And he has an upper black cleaver on back.
Yeah, over 1,000 gold. He's 20 CS up. He isn't gonna opt for.
Yeah,
oh wait, actually, he has
1.4k ahead of him, ahead of the Poppy.
So the entirety of the gold lead for Rawr is sitting in that top lane.
Yeah,
essentially.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Tarik's down by. Tarik's down by 300. Bot lane in total is down by about 500. Mid lane's down by 200. And Graves took Future's Market. That's interesting.
That early switch coming out, actually, I really like, because now they're gonna be able to. They're gonna try and shut down that Darius before he gets too crazy fed off of the Poppy. So I like the switch because Darius won't get fed, but. The Graves did show up mid lane. Malzahar did have to burn the flash.
That's really good for Le Potato Chip. He's saying, hey, I don't need to play Victor or LeBlanc. I can do just as well on Corki.
Yeah, for sure. This top lane though, pushing in. Darius does not have that teleport, so Sejuani's gonna be up there holding it by herself. No camps for Graves to invade. Luckily for her. But I wonder if Sejuani's going to try and go in for another engage, but Graves back at mid! Malzahar very low on
the
HP.
flash.
The ulti
The
does
Graves
not
misses
catch,
him.
and he flashed
Oh,
forward.
that's so unfortunate for Graves. He misses his ult, thinks he needs to flash, and then Corky just ults and gets
Yeah, but meanwhile, in the top lane, Kaisa damage, able to pick up the kill on the Sejuani on their faulty engage. Now Darius running for his life. The concussive blows will stun him up, but the Graves does not have his flash or his ulti, but they're going to be going for this dive for sure. Without a doubt, that's going to be the kill going.
Darius goes down.
Yeah, Darius does go down, and that's the kill going over to Corky. Corky getting pretty big now, 2-0-1, was sitting at 107 CS, matching the Malzahar. But meanwhile, in the bot lane, this Tristana should be able to pick up the tower, but the red team was able to find the first tower, so...
Poppy's just looking to fight, just looking to brawl with her.
The red team now looking for that Rift Herald. This is starting to turn really well for Vandal. They are up almost 2k gold right now, or 1.4k gold or so right now. Very, very, very well played from Vandal. But that Malzahar though, he kept trying to take the pink ward, and the first time he had to flash away, and then he went back. It did the same thing without his flash.
He went back, and then Graves knew, either he knew or he just got lucky that he went to go take the control ward.
Yeah, without a doubt. It's just misplays a little bit around the map. Sejuani probably shouldn't have went in on that, knowing that Malzahar did just die, so there was no pressure in the mid lane. No reason for Corky to stay mid, and same with Graves.
Yeah, for sure.
Not very, so the communication on the side of Rawr could be better, but Darius still pretty fed. He is turning into what seems to be sort of like a win condition, possibly. Meanwhile, the Vandal's bot is back in the bot. Nothing too crazy happening. Decent poke damage going up for both teams, not too much damage. The concussive blows did not find the stun onto Tarek, but it wouldn't have mattered. He was under tower anyways. Graves might be looking for another flank onto the mid laner, onto this Malzahar. Actually, he's gonna find Sejuani in the jungle, but Tarek and Tristana are roaming up. Actually, Tarek might get caught. Not quite. Almost. But Darius is in this mid lane, so Poppy's up top lane free farming. Corky does have package, so they're not gonna want to fight. They're not gonna want to fight right now. Looks like the bot lane is going to be going in though. The stun catches on both the Braum and the Kai'Sa. They're turning as much damage as they can. The Braum ulti will find two with the knockup, and the Poppy is TPing in. Sejuani was there, but that's going to be the end of that engage. Poppy might try and look for the dive. Actually catches the stun onto the Sejuani, but both Kai'Sa and Tarek were stunned up again. Tarek is chasing Kai'Sa by herself. The Poppy does stop the Tristana from jumping on the Kai'Sa alone. Tarek does drop the ulti, keeping everybody alive. Nothing
on the Darius here now. Darius here.
No picks, no one's dead here, but a lot of sums burned for Rawr's bot lane, and nothing too crazy burned for Vandal's bot lane, except for the fact that Kai'Sa had to flash. Yeah.
It was Kai'Sa flash. I think Poppy used both of her summoners there, and then Tristana had to use both summoners, and then Chief had to use exhaust. And that was it.
See, the Sejuani did not have ult, and Malzahar wasn't down there, and he didn't have a TP option. So it was really hard to lock anybody down, especially with Kai'Sa's flash.
Yeah.
And the Braum shields and stuff.
It's really interesting to look at the top lane, because of the lead Darius has. Poppy has to play so safe, especially with Sejuani playing her on bot side.
But it looks like Sejuani actually is going to get caught in the jungle. The concussive blows does stunnage. That's going to be a kill going over to Kai'Sa in the jungle. It looks like they're going to be grouping up mid now. The Herald is spawned mid, so they're going to be trying to get this mid tower down for sure. Tarek almost caught, does still flash away though. That's a really unfortunate flash for them. Herald's about to do 50% of the health on that tower. Tarek lands the stun onto the Herald, will fall before being able to take out that tower, but mid tower is very low. The red team will be backing out of that though. They don't want to fight right now. I think they're sitting on, actually no, they're not sitting on gold, but
Malzahar is sitting on 1.5k, and so is Darius.
Malzahar is trying to back. He did get his back stopped by the Kai'Sa random W, which was really unfortunate for him as well. But I guess they just didn't want to fight that under tower. They're maybe not sure where Sejuani is.
Yeah. That was really unfortunate that Sejuani got picked in the jungle, because in that fight in mid was just inevitable. There's no way that it didn't happen. Malzahar didn't have to, but he wanted to TB mid, so he could help his team in case they came.
Yeah, for sure. The red team's still trying to get this mid tower
Fight in the
down.
bot lane,
It's pretty low, but a fight in the
Poppy.
bot lane. Yeah, Darius did land that apprehend, so Poppy.
5-stack bleed.
The 5-stack bleed is applied.
Poppy dead.
Poppy is dead. That is so much damage coming from that ulti, but Braum is here. He is alone, and the blue team actually able to pick up that mid tower. It looked like it felt like a sneak by play as the rest of the blue team, or sorry, the red team rather, was trying to rotate down to help that Poppy, and that's going to be a bot tower secured by Darius as well.
I think we may have misunderstood why they picked Poppy. I think they may have picked Poppy to stop the Sejuani Q and the Tristana jump. So if the Poppy can ever get onto the Tristana, she can't ever jump out. I think that's why they just made the choice. And the W lands on Darius, but his team is there. Kai'Sa will not use the killer instinct to get into the fight.
Yeah.
The Cloud guy is picked up for Rawr. And as you see, the gold lane's now even. Originally it was almost 2,000 gold for Rawr. That went down to 1,000. That ended up being an 1,000 gold leads for Vandal, and now we're dead even at about 28.2k.
But this looks pretty bad for the blue team. Sejuani might be overstaying here, does get stunned up by the Poppy. The Kai'Sa damage is doing a lot. She did have to burn that flash, but Braum is in the middle of their team. Does he have that ulti? Taric ulti does drop though. Darius did get killed before the Taric ulti could save his life, and now Taric is running away from his team though. This could be really bad for him, but Braum has no mana.
That was a really nice stun by Taric on the Poppy. Did not let him chase him down.
It was a great stun, but the rest of the blue team does have to back, actually probably including him. I think at this point they're sitting on a lot of gold. Poppy's gonna ult Tristana out of the fight, and that's gonna be mid tower gone with a free Taric kill.
The Darius opting to buy a Titanic Hydra second. He has the TMN and the Jarm's fist for it.
Yeah, he's definitely going to be going for that more split push Darius kind of thing. I don't.
Oh, Malzahar ult on that Graves.
Yeah, the Malzahar Graves actually did fall after burning that flash too. That's horrible for him. Just the consistent overextending from both teams is making this game a little bit interesting in the regard that no team really feels like they're super ahead. Like, both teams are locked at 3 towers apiece each. They're almost dead even gold. Actually, now they're not. Now Vandal is about 2k up. And the kills, like, it's not too big of a difference. And each team has 1 dragon.
Yeah, but that Infernal Dragon, the apprehend on Corki.
Yeah, the apprehend on
Corki. The flash from Corki.
He had to flash away from that. That is such a good pick from Darius. But now he doesn't have the flash up for the Sejuani. But Sejuani taking some... has to back up because of those concussive blows.
The random Kai'Sa W coming through.
The random Kai'Sa W. I can't wait for that to start like half healthing Tristana.
Yeah, the second she gets Mashers too. Well, yeah, I know. Like I said, in Jam's like Kai'Sa bought a QSS. She knows that she needs the double cleanses, one for Malzahar ult and then one for any other form of CC.
Yeah.
She's definitely gonna have to be smart, because if she misclicks one of the CCs and uses them on the wrong thing, like if she uses her QSS on say a Sejuani ult while she has cleanse up, Malzahar can ult her and she's gonna die. No one can stop the Malzahar with the form of CC. Corki also buying a QSS.
Yeah, they're definitely saying we need QSS, we need QSS. I haven't seen a too effective Malzahar ulti come out, except for that
one on the Graves. That could take a big kill, yeah.
But it's just like, it's good to have with it, like in general, because of the Sejuani, you know, the Darius slow, even the Taric.
I really would have thought Darius would have had a lot of CS for how much he's been sitting in the side lanes bullying Poppy. He's only at 130. He's getting out CS by both ADCs, both top laners, and almost the Graves.
Yeah, it's a little strange. I think he's doing a lot of fighting, and he is wandering around a lot. It feels like to me as well. But the red team Vandal is 3 strong in this mid. Corki does have the package, though. You already know that they're going to be trying to go for a fight. But Sejuani did have a catch there, maybe. That was Corki and Kaisa sitting there alone. Might have been able to find something, but they opt not to do it. They're not trying to force plays.
Corki's package ran out. That's unfortunate. He used it backwards, so he didn't accidentally go into the middle of the team.
But Poppy actually might be getting caught out here. The rest of the red team is going for the Darius, except for Graves, but
Poppy W got her out.
Yeah, the Poppy was able to dodge the stun, so he was fine.
Poppy's a girl.
He, she, Poppy. Kuda, you know what, I'm not assuming genders.
Poppy's a girl, that's all that matters.
The Vandal's bot lane is just kind of chilling in the jungle. I'm not really sure what they want to do. I guess Kaisa's going to go bot for that farm.
I think they should really try to focus the towers stuff, especially in bot lane. They have the Outer down top lane, and they have Outer and Inner down, and they're on the inner tower. They should definitely try to force bot lane towers, but they're not. They're just gonna take that wave and run mid.
The problem with them trying to force down that bot tower is if too many people show bot right now, then Baron is free.
Oh, yeah, that is true. If they show 2 bot, then Rawr can definitely take Baron with the Tristan and Malzahar.
So it's a little tricky
for Phantom Dancer.
Yeah, it's a little tricky for Vandal to take that bot lane.
Yeah. Darius going down to split bot and he has TP up. So Vandal can't be like, oh, Darius is bot lane, we can go do Baron. Because Darius can just TP.
But it's better now because Poppy is already down there to match him. Actually, he's backing.
Darius queued the wave and just went back. And I think he has 1.4k. I think he has Titanic Hydra right now.
Actually, Tristan is in base 2. That Winter's Bite did catch up to...
Yeah, he just wanted a Titanic Hydra.
Yeah, nothing else coming from that. Vandal still pretty strong in the mid lane, trying to just poke down this tower. Trying to look for a fight, maybe a pick to go do Baron, go take that tower. But like I said, right here, Malzahar did have to flash. That was almost a pick, but the Braum ult did come out. Kaisa, no follow. Actually, the Poppy does flash over the wall. That was really ambitious. But here comes the rest of the red team. The stun catches onto Braum, and here comes the Terracall to try and keep as many of them as alive. And Poppy and Braum just go down, and now the rest of the Vandal team is running for their life.
Double kill for Darius. The Killer Instinct came out to try to give Kaisa the shield. She cleansed Darius. Q just got her. That was an interesting fight by Vandal. I don't think they expected the tower call to be so crucial there and have so much impact on that fight. And now Rawr can just push down and take the mid tower. And now Vandal lost their gold lead. They're losing their gold lead.
Yeah, they're about to lose their gold lead because that mid tower should fall and the dragon should fall as well.
Yeah.
To them for free. The problem with that fight
was 400. And now they're up 400. They were just down, now they're up.
The biggest problem with that fight was Poppy splashed over the wall when it looked like the rest of Vandal wanted to back out and maybe try and go for something.
Yeah, I think they definitely. I think they either wanted to back off and go to Baron because they had to catch and they had pressure because they were kind of. I think one of them was kind of low. So.
Yeah, a lot of the team was very low, but that Taric ulti coming down, blocking out all of the. It felt like a Kindred ult, you know what I mean? Like it was right when everybody was low HP that nobody was taking damage anymore. I don't
know how I feel about this Kai'Sa's build. She's not optimizing Kaisa and being Kaisa. She's not going Nash's 2 seconds, so she's not gonna get an upgraded E until she builds another attack statum. Because even with Berserkers and Rage Blade, that's not 100% attack speed bonus.
Yeah.
It's only 25. It's only 60%, and then Kaisa's base scaling, which doesn't give her 40%. She needs the Nashers to upgrade it. And the invisibility can be so crucial in team fights. Even just a split second where no one can damage Kaisa because she's invisible, unless there's a damage on over time on her, it can definitely help because it can help her position better in fights. It also gives her move speed to run around. And Graves popping ult to get away from the 20.
Yeah, try to pop that ult to get away, but the Malzahar are the Malzahar. Yeah,
she's on W. And then find the ball lane. Darius is engaging on the Poppy. Poppy ult.
He does dodge the ulti though. Poppy is going to be taken very low. The 5 stacks are on him. Darius drops another Q. The ulti will not quite find the kill, but he will with that huge damage and low cooldowns.
That was really unfortunate for the Darius. He still got the kill, but Poppy walked in towards him and only took the handles damage instead of the blade. That's why Darius expected it to kill if he hit the blade, but he didn't. And then starting at Baron, this is really good for the side of Rawr, because Darius does have TP. And Gorky's bot lane for some reason, now only Kai'Sa Braum can help him do anything. Kai'Sa's W used for scouting.
Yeah, very smart for Rawr.
Darius TPing behind.
Darius is TPing behind. He is going the wrong way. Will not be able to find that Kai'Sa.
That's unfortunate for Darius, but they still got the Baron. And Darius Darius is really strong. He's 11k gold total to Poppy 7.5k.
That's ridiculous.
He is literally the embodiment of Rawr's gold lead.
Yeah.
Him alone. He's a 30 CS lead, and he is 7-2 to Poppy's 1-5.
Plus an assist. Well, I'm just gonna throw that out there because he has an assist.
And this Tristana, honestly, I think we underestimated this Tristana pick, for sure. I don't think we expected Riz to do as well as we thought he would, because Tristana isn't a common ADC anymore. Crit ADCs aren't that good.
Yeah, games are going really quickly, and Tristana pops off in that mid to late game, especially with the buffs that she just got. But Riot, they released a new thing where, like, spot timers in the early game are a little bit shorter.
Shorter, sorry.
Yeah. So they're a little shorter, so people are coming up faster, and games are being a little bit shorter.
Yeah.
It extends the game out a little bit longer.
Yeah, this Kai'Sa build, it bothers me a lot, because whenever I play AD, I do play Kai'Sa. She's my comfort pick, and just seeing no Nashor second is so weird. Because she's been doing a good job in fights of not dying, except for that one last fight that it wasn't even her fault. Like,
she was just the last one alive. You know?
Yeah, she was the last one in the fight alive. She did really good kiting it out, and not seeing the Nashors is really unfortunate. Because she's not, but she does have upgraded W, I believe, with the AP from Zhonya's.
And maybe that's what maybe that's what she's going for.
She has exactly 100 bonus AP right now.
Yeah, it doesn't seem right because as for the rest of the red team, they do want that engage. But the poke from Kai'Sa, but actually Sejuani is going in, drops the ulti on the Corki. Corki immediately QSS and flash away. So that's top.
Oh, and the Darius is up there now. 2 minutes.
Darius
he's just gonna walk away.
A little bit of damage. Walk out. Darius does what he pleases.
The Kai'Sa W hurts. Yeah, that upgraded W. It's weird to see upgrade W first, especially with Zhonya's second, but it does hurt. When she does go Void Staff Death Cap, Nashor's she can't go Nashor, all 3 of those. But I really hope she does go Nashor's Death Cap or Nashor's Void Staff, because her W is gonna kill people so fast.
Yeah, it's doing a lot of damage right now. It feels really weird though that she didn't go for she did not for that upgraded E though, because as we were saying, like in the early game, like this is a really fight top. Like you've got Braum for some engage, you've got Poppy to go in, like you've got decent AoE damage a lot through literally everybody on your team, but Kai'Sa opted for her poke ability rather than her kite ability.
I think Kai'Sa's just looking to fish. And by that I mean she's just looking to poke with W, because whenever you hit your W, it resets the cooldown by 50%.
Yeah.
So it turns a Kai'Sa W cooldown that on its own is already the maximum damage it can possibly do is almost 500.
Yeah, but we're gonna see the blue team does have that Baron. It does look like they're gonna want to try and take that Dragon while they do. Actually, I think their Baron did just run out. They are grouped up though.
Now that I think about it, we're giving all this attention to Kai'Sa, but I feel like the real hidden carry this game is definitely Corki for the red side. I think this game revolves around Corki more than it revolves around Kai'Sa. I think if Corki can hit his Infinity Edge Shiv, I hope he goes Shiv next. he's gonna start destroying tanks. Like that Sejuani is gonna get melted by him.
Yeah, the Sejuani, he's not opting for like it's really hard to build against Kaisa and Corki, like especially because they're on the same team, because they have abilities that do physical damage that scale off magic and vice versa.
No, it doesn't. I think Corki, I believe it's I think it's 70-30 or it's 80-20. His stuff scales off AD, but it does 80% magic damage and 20% physical. And then with Kaisa, her W scales off AP and AD and does magic damage. Her Q scales off AP and AD and does physical damage. And then her passive scales, I don't think it scales. No, it doesn't. It doesn't scale. It just deals increased magic damage.
Yeah.
So it's really weird to see them. Honestly, I think if you're trying to build against Corki and Kaisa, you build an adaptive helm.
Yeah, Adaptive Helm would be really good, but we're gonna see the Vandal 4 strong. Corki did get caught by a ward, but that's gonna be the bot. Outer tower finally going down 33 minutes into this game, and now they're gonna have to back because blue team 3 strong is shoving down that mid, trying to find something. Malzahar is gonna try and stop those backs.
Almost misses.
Not gonna be able to.
I just realized the XP advantage that Rawr has is insane, and Malzahar and Darius are both up 2 levels. Tristana is also up 2 levels. The only person that's down, actually Tariq isn't even down, he's even.
Yeah, Tariq is even. Sejuani is
down 1 level. But I don't think that really matters when your solo laners are both ahead 2 levels.
But that misplay for Vandal sending 4 people to try and get that outer tower did cost them that inhib tower in the mid lane.
Like you were saying earlier when I mentioned that, them doing that is definitely really weird.
It was extremely risky, and they did pay the cost because that opens doors for them to backdoor inhib and then split off in side lanes while they have to deal with mid. And like that inner tower in the bot lane is still there, but Darius might be, or sorry, Tariq might be getting caught.
That crit, that Corki just does so much damage when he gets his crit.
Sejuani drops the ulti for the disengage.
Like, that was Corki's damage with just rapid fire for a crit item. He doesn't have Infinity Edge yet, so he's not doing true damage with crits. He'll be doing true damage soon when he gets his Infinity Edge, because right now, Corki's sitting on 1.8k gold. So I'm pretty sure he almost has his Infinity Edge. And that's gonna start hurting a lot.
Yeah, for sure. Corki will be doing damage. This game will have to get pretty late for him to get all of those items, so he's running a really expensive build with the Triforce, the rapid fire cannon.
Like, because right now he has 13k gold, but his build is just so expensive, especially with the QSS, because that's 1.3k gold. Both the components for his Infinity Edge are 1.3k gold. Triforce on its own is over 3,000.
Like, if you, like I'm gonna compare it to Darius. Darius and Corki have almost the same amount of gold. Darius is up just a tiny bit, but Darius has 3 completed items and almost a completed,
I assume that'll be a Randuin's. That's a really smart buy. Oh, the Abyssal Mask. That's actually so nice of Sejuani buying the Abyssal Mask, because it's gonna make her do more damage, and it's also gonna make Malzahar start shredding people, doing 15% more magic damage.
Yeah, it's like if Malzahar ults somebody who happens to be alone, it doesn't matter if it's Kaisa or if it's
as long as Sejuani is near that person, they're gonna get shredded by Malzahar ult and Malzahar E. And then the Voidlings targeting whatever target because of the Malefic Vision. Yeah, and the Randuin's coming out. That's a really good buy from Darius, because as you can see, Graves has a Phantom Dancer, and so he will be critting. The Storm Razor coming out.
Oh my god, that Corki's damage. But like we said in Champions, like, this game is getting pretty long. It's getting deep into the late game, and Vandal's win condition comes from all of these people having their huge item power spikes, and Graves is gonna get caught out. He's gonna die for sure to the Malzahar, but a trade kill on the Tariq goes over to the Corki, and Corki also actually able to find the double kill on Malzahar, but Tristana will pick up the kill on Braum, sorry.
Yeah, that was really, really good of a fight. That was really good engage.
Corky, Sejuani flashing in. Poppy should die here.
Oh, the Darius didn't get the reset and the Sejuani took the kill. That Poppy, she's been doing a really good job, even if it is unintentional, stopping the Tristana's jump with her W.
Yeah, it's pretty good, but the blue team will have their eyes on this Baron now. Kaisa and Corky are the only ones up right now, which means that they have all their damage, but they don't have any tanks. So this should go over to Rawr uncontested.
Yeah, I think Rawr's running away with this game with the lead that Darius has. It's so nice.
Yeah, it's really good. And as this game gets late as well, like Tristana will start to pop. Darius is already popped, but he'll just get a little stronger as the game progresses. But when Kaisa gets her Rabadons, when Corky gets her hits his Infinity Edge, it's like the damage that they will do will be so hard because of like all of the mixed damage Kaisa does, of the mixed damage a little bit that Corky does. He also has sure damage built into his kit.
Yeah,
I remember correctly.
Yeah, Corky, once he gets Infinity Edge, he'll have true damage.
Looks like they're gonna be trying to just shove waves in mid. Darius is splitting in the top side though. They actually might be looking for an engage while Darius is fighting that Poppy in the top side. He's not gonna be able to find that kill. The Vandal is taking a lot of damage in that mid lane as well. Darius is still fighting that Poppy though. Poppy will not win this fight. 5 stacks are down and he gets the ulti off before Poppy can ult him away. But the rest of Vandal is heading up to try and stop him.
Darius still has ult.
Darius does have that ult reset. He might be able to get something else out of this, whether it be a kill or he'll just flash away. Kaisa chasing with the ulti though, but Tarek drops the ulti on for the Sejuani ulti will find itself on Braun and the Malzahar ulti Graves, and that should be
game. I think that's a game. Poppy's already calling GG. I think that's over.
This should be game. The rest of them still have Baron. Kaisa goes down. Corky should go down. Almost a clean ace, but the Nexus is open. There are super minions pushing on it. GG.
Corky ran away. He's like, nah, you're not touching me. Sorry, guys.
Dude, you gotta pat those stats right there at the end.
Yeah.
He ended that game at 6-0, you know what I mean?
Yeah, so did the Tristana though. But Tristana had 2 more assists.
Yeah, very clean game coming out from Rawr. I feel like they played that like just perfectly. Like they were stalling, they were waiting, they weren't forcing plays, and they were looking for those catches. Like on the Graves, he got caught out a few times. They played off that snowball Darius in the top lane. Like Poppy ended this game at 1-7. You know, it was like
Darius definitely did a really good job of just running over the Poppy. That Poppy wasn't allowed to do anything.
Yeah, that Poppy was definitely not in any position to do anything at all. I feel like the picks for Vandal, like in theory they were really good. They picked 3 champions that pop off late. And the game did go late, but because they had 3 champions that needed to get to late, they lost the game too hard early, and it just carried over, and it was too hard for them to get to where they needed to be with their late game pop.
Yeah. Okay, so that's the end of the Rawr versus the Vandal game. Rawr taking the win, and I think we have a short break. I know it's 11 right now, or 11 EST, 10 CST, and the next game will be starting shortly, but I think we're going to take a 5-minute break or so, just for the time being, until we're in lobby and ready to start the next game. Any last words for that game? Whoops.
No, I think that pretty much sums it up. That was a great game coming up from both teams, though.
Yeah, GG to Rawr, coming out with the W on top.